Okay, so did not work how I hoped it would. So now we are going to talk. So Kick, Twitch, no difference. They are basically the same platform, one that just has less rules than the other. And that is to be expected. Kick is new. They aren't going to have all the rules in place that Twitch put in place over time. So, eventually, Kick will have those rules. In fact, they have a TOS, they have a terms of service. I don't know what all's in it, but I know they have one because I've seen it on other people's posts about Kick. So I know they have a terms of service. So they obviously have rules of some kind. Now, the other thing is that, like I said, these companies don't care about you. They don't care about us. They don't care about the viewers. They don't care about the creators. They may pretend they do, but they don't care. They care about the bag. That's all they care about. That is why Twitch has a 50-50 revenue split. That is why YouTube has a 70-30 split. Kick, 95-5, that's not going to be sustainable. Unless the owners of Kick have a buku amount of money coming in from somewhere else. 95-5 revenue split is not sustainable. And again, neither is the rumored $15 an hour for streaming on Kick. Unless they have, like I said, revenue coming in from somewhere else that is just ungodly amounts of money, that isn't sustainable. So eventually they will have to lower that split. It is inevitable. I don't know much about the owners of Kick, but just logic dictates that that revenue split's gonna have to change. Now, maybe if they do like, I'm just spitballing, maybe if they do like a 50-50 ad revenue split and do the $15 an hour for streaming, that might be doable. Maybe. And that's a big maybe. So you're all complaining about Twitch, you're all complaining about YouTube, about the revenue splits, and that's the reason people are going to Kick. Kick is going to change. Eventually, they're going to need to change that. It is not sustainable. It's not possible. Unless, like I said, these people have buku amounts of money coming in from somewhere else. So, for one, just be patient. That revenue split will change. It will go down eventually. Right now, they're giving that revenue split just to get people to go over there. The rules will come in time. Now, obviously, there are obvious rules that should be in place, but at the same time, I don't know about Kick. I don't know if Kick is meant to be. I've never been to Kick, so I don't know how it's all set up. Now, if they don't want to prevent people from streaming what they want, because I've heard that people are streaming questionable games. I'm sure you know what I mean by that. Begins with a P, ends with an N. What are we? Oh. Now, if they don't want to stop people from doing that, what they can do is they can do a separation. Like, one section is for, I'll just say, quote unquote, normal viewers. So that would be where you have your games like League, Diablo 4, Path of Exile, whatever else. It's where you have your watch parties, all that kind of stuff. And then they can have an adult section. I heard that Twitch was actually going to do that. I don't know if they ever actually did. I've never looked deeper into that, but I don't think they did. But I heard that was a rumor. So, if they want, if they want to allow people to stream whatever they want, they can do something like that, kind of combine Twitch and Fansly. Again, I've never been to Fansly, but I know it exists. So like put them all both on one site basically. However, there's not much Kick can do about nasty people in chats. Like I said, they're free to join. If that a nasty person gets banned, they'll just come back to harass you more on a different account. So unless they IP ban, which is not going to happen, because you don't know if maybe it's a household where there's just one nasty person, and then you got this one maybe 10-year-old that's watching somebody play Minecraft. So you're going to punish the 10-year-old for the actions of an older brother, sister, parent, whatever. So that's never going to happen. I don't even know how that works anyway. I just know it, again, I just know it exists. If you really cared, if people really cared about the nasty streamers on Kick, they wouldn't only be boycotting Kick, they'd be boycotting Twitter, because those people have Twitter accounts. Be boycotting Twitter. They'd even be boycotting Twitch, because again, there are nasty people on Twitch too. Nasty streamers, nasty chatters, whatever. You can't escape it. It's the internet. Y'all need to accept the fact that it's the internet and it doesn't matter where you go, you're going to have nasty people. The best you can do is block them, move on, and ignore them. Because most of the time, those people just want attention. When you give them that attention, you are feeding the troll, and they're going to keep coming back for more attention. Ignore them, and they will eventually go away. They'll go to somewhere else where they will try to get attention there. That has been my experience with those kinds of people. They just want attention. Don't give them the attention, they go away. Or they stop going into random chats to try to get attention. Maybe their preferred streamer has too many people and they're not getting the attention they want from their favorite streamer, so they go somewhere else to get attention, whether it be negative or positive. They don't care. They just want attention. They live sad little lives and they need attention from somebody. Now, I'm not going to go into reasons for why they might need that, but you could probably imagine. It's enough with harassing people over trying out Kick or just moving to Kick. Most of these people, as far as I am aware, the people that are being talked about, like XQC, Asmongold, Amaranth, they're all going over there basically as a walkout on Twitch to try to get Twitch to change their policies. If Twitch does change their policies like they want, they'll probably come back. Kick is giving them a platform to where they think they are getting what they deserve. And I do the bare minimum as far as streaming goes, because I am not tech savvy. I can barely get ops to work half the time. I'm not tech savvy. I can't do all the fancy stuff that people like, or I can't hire people like Asmongold, Amaranth, Zentrea, Silverveil, Iron Mouse. All those people, they have the income to where they can hire people to do awesome things with content. I don't have that, and I'm not tech savvy enough to do that. So I do the bare minimum. I hope to one day be able to afford to hire somebody to do fancy things with VODs or clips or whatever. But right now, that's not possible. So I do the bare minimum. I stream games. I try to be entertaining. I know I'm rather quiet, but I get sucked into my game, but that's beside the point. I also don't have a second monitor, so I can't really look at chat very well. Like I said, I'm using my phone as a pseudo second monitor, but I have to constantly do this. And yeah, that's not good when you're playing a game, because even 1 second and you're in trouble. So if I could get income from Kick, because I can't, because I don't have the viewers, but if I could, I would, because I want to do this. I want to make content. This isn't the only content I make, but my other content isn't for everybody, so I don't advertise it on here. It is completely separate from what you see here. It's not games. It's not VTubering. Yeah, but I don't advertise it because it's not for everybody, and so I don't see the point in advertising it. Maybe one day I will feel comfortable enough to advertise it on here, but until then, meh. I want to make content. I enjoyed it. I suffer from depression. I suffer from anxiety. I have not been happy. I've been more happy doing this than I have doing than I've had doing anything else. And I've worked at a lot of different places. I've worked retail, I've worked in an office, I've worked in a lab, and right now I'm working in a hotel. I've done just about every quote unquote normal job you can think of that doesn't require a degree. I am not built for normal work. My depression, my anxiety does not allow me to do normal work. Normal work, if it might be fine for maybe a few months, but eventually I start getting super depressed. I start getting sick because of that depression and anxiety. And it just starts to affect my health. This has not. This has done wonders for my self-esteem. Even though I don't get a lot of viewers, the fact that I can even do this, even for the little bit of viewers I have, it boosts me. It helps me. It lets me see that, hey, maybe I don't have a lot. Maybe I'm not that entertaining right now, but if I keep doing this, maybe eventually I'll get entertaining enough to where I can do this for a living. I'll end up being like Junkyard over on YouTube. I know he streams too, so I don't know if any of you know who he is, but he's an older streamer. I don't know how much older, but he's an older streamer. But he still is doing this for a living as far as I know. That is what I want because I enjoy doing this. It keeps me, I'm just going to say happy. That's not the right word to use, but I don't get depressed. I get more depressed when I don't stream. Like me not being able to stream on Mondays because I'm just too exhausted. That depresses me. And so that's why I'm going to see about Fridays because I seem to have more energy when I get home on Fridays for some reason. I don't know why. So I'm going to try to do something on Friday because when I can't stream, I get depressed. And then that affects my real life. And I'm sure a lot of you suffer from depression or anxiety. You know what I'm talking about. This keeps me going. The thought of my days off, I get to come here, I get to stream for you guys, I get to play games, and if you decide to chat, I get to chat with you guys because I love doing this. I love being here to take your mind off of the bullshit out in the world, even if for a few minutes. That is all we creators want to do. We want to give you an escape. We want to give you a reprieve from the bullshit out in the world. That's why a lot of streamers don't talk politics, because there's enough politic talk on Facebook, on Twitter, on the news. Wherever you go, you will see bullshit about politics. That is why most streamers try to keep it out of their streams, because they want to give you a break. That's what I want to do. I want to give you a break. I want to give you a break from the rigors of life, so you can come to a place, watch a cat boy play games, listen to a cat boy prattle on, listen to a cat boy rant as I'm doing right now, listen to a cat boy rage depending on the game I'm playing. Listen to chill music that you can just vibe to and relax to, like smooth jazz. That is what I desire to do, to give you a break. I want to do this for a living, to do that. The money for me is secondary. But obviously we need money to survive. The money is secondary to me. What matters to me is giving you all a break from the world. That's it. And if I can do that and be financially stable over on Kick just so I can do that, I will do it. Because I don't care what the other streamers on there say. I don't care what they do. That they don't affect me. And each stream is different. I'm sure Zentrea's stream on on Kick was perfectly fine, perfectly nice and comfy and cozy. But because she did it on a platform where there are terrible people streaming, and I guess maybe terrible people own it, I don't know, she got vilified. When all she wanted to do was find a place where she could be more financially stable so she could give you a break from the bullshit of the world. That is what we want to do. We want to take you away, take you out of the world for even a few minutes. That is what we as creators desire to do, or at least most, I guess I should say, because I don't know all about all of them. But for most people that actually want to be a content creator, that is what they want. The money is just something that they know they need to survive. That is something that is secondary to them giving you a break and making you smile. That is all we want to do. That's all I want to do. I want to make you smile. I want you to be able to come to a place where you can chill, you can listen to me prattle, rant, rage, whatever. Listen to me. Watch me play games. Listen to the chill music. That is what I want. But I need to be able to be financially stable in order to do it full time. So if Kick would allow me to do that, which it doesn't because I don't have the viewers, but if it did, that is what I would do. At least until Twitch gets their shit together. We all just want a good platform. A platform where we as creators can come entertain you, take you out of the world, and give you a break from it, but also so that we can be financially stable and continue to do that. Because for most of us, we can't afford to do it full time to where we can just do it until we slowly get the viewers and the followers to be financially stable. A lot of us, especially starting out, we have to do regular work to survive. And that regular work tends to sap us of any energy to do what we want to do. At least it does for me. Because like I said, normal work, it depresses me. It brings me down, makes me sick because of the depression. This doesn't. This brings me joy. The point I am trying to make is don't let the actions of a few bad players make you vilify innocent people just for wanting to find a more financially stable platform. Nobody deserves to be harassed, bullied, or given hate over what platform they decide to stream on or what game they decide to play. All that hate does is breed more hate. We need to be supportive of each other. Now, if Kick came out tomorrow, for example, and said, we think all, I don't know, some marginalized people should all be put in internment camps or something along those lines. I don't know. I'm bad at thinking of non-extreme examples. Then yes, Kick can go to hell. The whole site. If the owners of Kick came out and said something like that, yes, their site deserves to go to hell. But to judge the entire site based on a few bad actors, it doesn't help anything. Like I said, the creators just want a place where they can be more financially stable so they can continue to do this for you. It is up to the streamer what they tolerate in their streams. If they have good mods, then you won't have to worry about hateful people. Me, if I did, I'd have some trouble because I don't have any mods. But then again, I don't have a lot of viewers either. So, right now it's fine for me. But if I ever did get enough to where I have constantly 1 to 200 viewers, I would have to get a mod or two. Because I wouldn't be able to catch everything. Streamers, the good ones, do the best they can to make their streams comfortable for everybody. Of course, you're never going to please everybody, but they do the best they can. And ultimately, unfortunately, it just doesn't seem to be enough. You need to support your streamers. You need to realize they're doing the best they can with what they have to work with. If Kick doesn't have good modding system, the streamer can't do anything about that until Kick improves it, which takes time and coding and whatever else. I don't know what all goes into that kind of thing. But I do know we need to stop the hate in all its forms. Hate over what platform you stream on, hate over what game you play, hate over your orientation or your gender or your race or whatever. The hate needs to stop. Because hate only breeds hate. The more hate you put in the world, the more hate the world's going to throw back at you. We just need to be kind to each other and support each other and realize that each one of us is doing the best we can with what we have to work with. Excuse me. Ooh, talking too much. That is all I really wanted to say. It's my off the cuff over Kick and versus Twitch. At the end of the day, there's no difference between the two. They are both on the internet. They're both going to have problem children. It is just something we as people in the internet age need to accept. Because we can't control what people think, what people say. And when they can say and do whatever they want behind an avatar, behind a false name, they're going to do it. Because that's just, they want to get their grievances out, and whether those grievances are right or wrong is irrelevant. They want to be able to get their words out. And the internet is a convenient place for them to do so because there's no repercussions minus a ban, which, and again, most things are free. Facebook's free, Twitter's free. Well, to get on, I mean, yeah, you can pay for Twitter, but Twitch is free to make an account on. They're gonna just come back. So it's just something we have to accept, that it's on the internet. If it's on the internet, they're gonna be bad apples. They're gonna be problem children. And we need to support the people that aren't problems. People like Iron Mouse, people like Zentreya, people like Henya the Genius, people like some of the smaller streamers I follow, like Shemaya or Tara Raizu, or Tara Admiral Bunny Tara. I can't pronounce the other part of her name without it being in front of me. But Ellie, we need to support those content creators that they just want to make you smile, no matter what platform they decide to stream on. If they feel a platform is more financially stable than another, they're going to do the more financially stable one because they want to give you happiness. They want to bring you a smile. So please, 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 if you don't want to support me, that's fine. I hope you do, but it's fine if you don't want to. Like I said, I know I'm not that entertaining. I don't do well on my own. Now, if I have someone to work off of, I can be entertaining sometimes. But getting collabs is hard for a new streamer. So that's a problem for another time. But do support the streamers that are just trying to bring you a modicum of happiness, no matter the platform. Support the streamer, not the platform. Platform is just that. It's a platform. It's a thing. You need to support the good people on those platforms so that those platforms can be changed by those good people. So anyway, I'm going to shut up now. Probably talked too long. I probably lost the little bit of viewers I had. But, I felt it needed to be said. So, that being said, let's get back to the TFTs. And now I can turn the music back up. And this will be on my YouTube, which is the link down in the stream description. So, if you agreed with anything I said, do consider subscribing over to my YouTube and sharing the Off the Cuff so that other people can see it. And if you don't agree, that's fine too. I'm not going to sit here and expect you to agree with everything I said.